this is Into the Breach. You might have heard of it. It's made by the people who have made Faster Than Light. It was their second game. It was their first game after Faster Than Light, sorry. And I really enjoy it. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's more of a... It's kind of like a puzzle game where you kill aliens invading a planet. Basically, the plot is there's a multiverse, and these aliens called the Vec are taking over Earths across the multiverse. So you pilot mechs that are led by time travelers who can switch dimensions, basically. And that's where the lore for the roguelike mechanics come in, where you can keep a pilot into the next timeline. So we'll go ahead and start a new game here. So here are all of the mech squads that you can pick. They all have different colors, different play styles. Go back, here are the time travelers. So this time traveler was one that I used on my last save. You see there's a bunch of different pilots with different abilities. But because this pilot starts with skills, I'm going to pick this one because you see all these have no skills. You need to kill enemies to get XP to get skills, so might as well take this pilot, and she's pretty solid. Now, the choice of what squad to play. I think I want to play Unfair difficulty today. It's the new difficulty added in Advanced Edition. I think I might just stick with the Rift Walkers, the basic squad, because even though it is the first squad that you get, it is pretty powerful. A decision is which mech do I want my starting pilot in. I think I'm going to pick the cannon mech. So you see there's these mech classes here. So I have 3 mechs. We have this combat mech, which can push enemies, or can punch enemies. This cannon mech, which has a ranged attack. And the artillery mech, which has, you know, an artillery attack, obviously. So this combat mech can do 2 damage with this punch, but this cannon only does 1 damage. And this pilot's ability, Kai Miller, mech is boosted if full health. That means that its attacks will do 1 more damage. Otherwise, -1 move. So really don't want to get damaged with this mech. And because it's ranged, maybe it won't be as much in the fray as my melee one. She's a popular hero, which means she sells from a reputation. Probably not going to sell her. And she's skilled, which I believe is +2 HP and +1 move. Again, we'll talk about more of this later, but that's just the intro decisions here. You can also change the color, but I'll just leave everything default. So let's go ahead and start. Let's start on Unfair difficulty. So here is New Earth. This is far in the future, so I suppose sea levels have risen on Earth. So there's these 4 islands. Each of them is led by a different company, so there's like different environments. This is Archive Inc. It's kind of just old Earth, so just normal Earth basically. This is RST Corporation. So this is the desert. Pinnacle Robotics has a bunch of robots and ice. And then Detritus Disposal is a bunch of acid and, you know, poison. So as far as picking which island we want to go to, I typically look at the leader there, see if it's particularly difficult, and also the Scion, which is the fourth Vec there, which gives its allies buffs. So I want to start with the easiest Scion. So this one gives fire immunity. I'm not particularly worried about that, so I think we'll just pick Archive Inc. now we're on the island, we can see that these different tiles we can go to have rewards. So these stars are reputation. This is what we want to maximize. The grid defense is how we lose. So this power grid, if this goes to 0, we lose. So, you know, obviously we don't want our mechs to die, but the power grid takes priority over the mechs. So this one has 2 reputation, so I think we'll jump in. And here are all of the Vex with their fire immunity Scion. And my objective here is to end with 8 spaces on fire. So this zone here depicts where I can deploy. Go ahead and put our melee one there, ranged one there, and we'll put artillery towards the back, like here. There's a time pod falling, so we want to recover that if possible. So the structure of this game is turn-based, and the enemies will act. Then you get to act in response. And the game is interesting because if you see these numbers, everything goes in order. There's almost no randomness in this game. It's almost entirely skill. So we really want to get this drop pod, because that can have reactor cores, which can upgrade our mech. This guy, if we move out the way, he's not going to hit a building, so I'm not particularly worried about him. This alpha gastropod, though, is about to demolish this building. As you see, he'll pull himself forward, so we need to find a way to stop that if possible. Okay, I think I found a solution here. If we move our combat mech here and punch this way, see my punch itself does 2 damage, but a key mechanic is if you bump enemies, it deals 1 additional damage to it. So go ahead and slam that, and that's 1 space on fire. I did not really consider the fire in this case, but I think this is the only way we can do this. I'm going to move my range mech in the fire. So now, unfortunately, she's on fire, so she'll lose her boost after this turn. But again, 2 damage plus 1 with the push. That will kill the alpha mech. Alpha Vec. Now, we need to protect this building. I think all I'm going to do is just move out the way like this. So now this Vec will actually pull me to the time pod, and we need to set 8 spaces on fire, so I'm just going to shoot with my artillery mech to just set a space on fire. And now we can end turn. You can see that this guy will attack, and then this guy will attack, and this Scion does nothing. So there's the time pod, but now my artillery mech is down to 1 HP. Okay, so we got these 2 gastropods ganging up on my poor artillery mech here. Immediately what I'm noticing is that if I move my artillery mech, this Vec will actually kill the Scion and set a space on fire. Now, another thing is there's also no redos. You get 1 turn reset. But you can move and undo freely to help you visualize, what's going to happen. But even if I do move, my artillery mech is still going to get hit, which I don't like that, obviously. Also have to deal with this artillery Vec that's going to nuke that building for 3 damage. It's not the most glorious solution, but I think I'm just going to move my cannon mech there, which sets that square on fire. Again, progressing this bonus objective. I'm simply just gonna shoot this cannon mech. What am I I saying? Shoot the cannon mech. No, shoot the Alpha Scarab that way. So now this building's out of harm's way. Also think I'm just going to move. Oh my god, who is tagging me? Sorry about that, I just disabled Discord notifications. Okay. So again, not very elegant here. But I might just move artillery mech here. And again, just launch a space on fire. Then I have this combat mech, which if I move here, that space will be set on fire. So this gastropod will do this, kill the Scion, and this one will hold my combat mech. So I'm gonna go ahead and push and hit this to set another space on fire. So now we're at 6 out of 8. So after this turn, we don't have to worry about setting anything else on fire. So everything goes to plan. Kill that. He will pull me, and then he will just shoot the water. So, not the most elegant. We didn't really do a lot of damage, so this next turn might be pretty tricky. Though so far, these haven't really been doing much. Okay. Typically when I dissect a turn in this game, I look at the major threats. This is not a threat. I can just move out the way. These two are also not a threat. Biggest threats are this Scarab and this Bouncer. So the most efficient way to do this, I'm wondering, I can't kill the Scarab, unfortunately. So I just have to push the Scarab out the way. But I'm wondering how to do that because this mech is taking 2 damage and fire, so I can't just stay there. Could move my artillery mech here and do that. If I move my cannon mech out of the way. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move our artillery mech here, cannon mech here. So with this, I can push the Scarab this way. So now it'll be set on fire and it's gonna take 2 damage. I can move my combat mech and push this Vek into the water. The Vek will die if it lands in the water. And my cannon mech, I can simply just shoot this one into the water as well. So this is another mechanic. Where the Vek are emerging, you can block the spawn. It's very good to do this when you have victory in 2 turns. Because this will be a turn where I'll block it, and then no more enemies will spawn on the last turn, if that makes sense. So when this says 2, it's really good to block. Alright, fairly straightforward turn. So this mech is on 1 HP, so I kind of have to repair with it. So I think we just need to, you know, just run over here and repair. And we can simply just move our artillery here. Can shoot this Vek, move our combat mech, punch it, and that's the tile done. It's fairly well executed. No damage, which is good. And we get to open this time pod full of goodies. So what do we get? We get a reactor core. Guess it's a good time to talk about reactor core. If we open our mechs here, you can see we have menus to upgrade our mechs. Something about this game is that it keeps the numbers pretty small. So like health is like only 3, move is only 3. So for 1 reactor core, I want to upgrade my artillery mech. So I'm going to install the core and make buildings immune. So you can see in that little graphic there, this is a very useful ability to upgrade. Because now I can shoot a building and push away melee enemies if they're about to hit it. So that's a good first upgrade here. And yeah, skilled is +1 move, +2 mech HP. The reason the bonus objectives are good is because 1, you get more resources, and 2, if you complete an island without missing an objective, you get a perfect bonus. You get a free reward. So what do we want to do now? I think I want to go here. Take less than 3 grid damage, that's easy. Emergency batteries, that's easy. And tidal waves means that this water will slowly move forward. We can, you know, push a lot of Vek into the water and kill them. So here's 5 enemies. Just put our combat mech, range mech, and we'll put the artillery in the back. So there, the tides close in at the start of every turn. Okay, as far as dangerous threats, this Scarab is pretty dangerous, this Alpha Gastropod as well. Here's what I think I'll do. I'll move the artillery mech here and shoot this. I'm kind of iffy about this move because now my artillery mech's in a pretty bad spot. Can't really do a lot back there, but it's the only avenue out that I saw. And I'm going to move the cannon mech here, shoot the Scarab. And then that only has 2 HP, so I think I'll just go here and punch that gastropod. We'll go ahead and end the turn. My mechs can walk in water, they can't attack, so I'm gonna have to move my tank out of there. We'll take 3 damage from friendly fire. And there's fire immunity, but again, we don't really care about that. Alright, so this Scarab we don't really have to worry about because it's gonna drown in water. We have these 2 enemies. Let's see. I think what I'll do, I'll move my artillery mech this way and do this. So now this gastropod will kill this scion, and this alpha will drown in the water. I can go ahead and move my combat mech to block a spawn, because we're on 2 turns, so I really want to block. Usually always want to block, but especially when it's 2 turns. And I'll move my combat mech here, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, these will die, because the tide... Okay, just double checking. Okay, pretty easy turn here. Just kill the alpha. Go ahead and move my combat mech there. Punch. And we're good. So again, fairly straightforward with that water, so I just knocked this one out. Okay, defend the train. I don't think I'm gonna do this one. This is notoriously the hardest mission. It is to reputation, but with my squad as it is right now, I don't feel confident doing that. So I think we'll just do Remembrance Point There's some defensive shields here. And we have to use 3 repair platforms. And my mechs start with 1 HP. So this might be tricky, but we'll see. So again, combat mech up front. Do cannon mech here, I guess. And artillery right there. Building shielded, I'm not worried about that. Oh, he stepped right there. That's so unfortunate. Okay. How do we weasel ourselves out of this one? Unfortunately, I don't see a way to avoid damage here. I think we'll just minimize the risk, or minimize the damage. So I think we'll let this bouncer deal 1 damage to the grid. I'll go ahead and move my combat mech here to use a... Oh, we're not doing that. Hold on. Move my cannon mech here to repair. Then combat mech here to punch this alpha and kill it. Wait. No, I can't move in there. Yeah, I don't see a way out of this. So we'll take the 1. Might as well just shoot this enemy for 2 damage. It repairs it. I don't think that's worth using my reset turn. I was not thinking about that push. Okay, well, it's fine. Take 1 grid damage here, but it's fine. I'm really worried about this objective. All the repair platforms over here. I think I will move my cannon mech here. Shoot that scarab. Where should I move my melee mech though? It's very bad positioning. I think I'll just keep him right here though. And I'll go ahead and just kill this. So this actually works out pretty nicely. This bouncer is going to push backwards, and then this gasher pot will pull him to block that tile. So we'll only have to deal with 3 enemies next round, so I should be able to get the 3rd repair platform. Okay. So this is a good example of why you level up the building's immune skill. So you can just push those 2 enemies away. This guy will actually block for us, which is nice. Gonna go ahead and get another repair. There's our objective complete. Gonna go ahead and move my combat mech here to block as well after I repair. After I repair, okay. So he'll move himself onto that tile, and he'll do nothing. Okay. Go ahead and just push him to the side. Go ahead and just punch that. And shoot that. Alright, pretty solid. Got kind of hairy there. We had to take a grid damage, but it was only 1. This pilot got Masochist, +2 move but not full health. Guess that's good for our melee mech. Alright, we have a high threat detected, which means this will be a hard mission, but it gives 2 reputation, so I think I'm going to risk it. And just defend the tanks, which means eventually we'll get these 2 little mini artillery tanks on our side. So again, I think we'll just set up like this. So our goal is protecting those. And he put himself where he's hitting both of them. Amazing. Okay. So what I'm seeing is this artillery shot, maybe, because that will push him out the way, push this guy out the way, and push that guy out the way. But we also need to defend the coal plant. I think I'll move my cannon mech here. So if I shoot that, this goes out the way, that goes out the way, and that. So yes, I think I'll shoot the Scarab. These are basically neutralized. And now I can kind of just do whatever. Could just punch that. I think I'll do that. Just get rid of this alpha. Alright. Pretty good first turn. I knew it was going to be difficult because there's a lot of spawns, but we managed. Three more emerging. My immediate thought is to do this, to push the artillery to block. He's gonna die to fire, so I could do that. I need to get out of the way of this. I think I'll do that. Move here, shoot him, so he's gonna die to fire. This, push that. And I'll move my combat mech to block. Alrighty, now we have our little mechs here. So these guys, all they do is just shoot a projectile that pushes, nothing fancy. This Gasher pod is going to be an issue though. Got to do something funky, I think. Because I can't push him this way, because then he'll kill that. So if I push him that way, this tank will be able to do another tile. Okay, we have a reset, so do that, do this. Now what I'll do is push this Scarab like this, move my combat mech and punch it over. So now he's blocking and my combat mech is blocking. This fast enemy, I'll just deal some damage to it. Now I think we're in the clear because we have our 2 tanks, we're blocking. This is particularly effective here because this enemy will die from the block. Alright, so now we just try and get some XP. So the mech that gets the kill gets experience, so this cannon mech is already max level, so I'd rather not get more kills with it. So I think with my artillery I'll do this to get that kill on the artillery. And I mean the rest of this doesn't really matter. So we can get a kill with a combat mech. Just move our tank out the way. And there's the level. So pretty difficult, but we made it through. All perfect. And now it's boss time. So we finished these levels. Now we have to go back to Corporate HQ. This mission is always destroying the centipede leader. Or it's not always destroy the centipede leader, sorry. It's destroy the boss monster and protect the corporate tower, which is that one. So we have to protect that at all costs and kill that at all costs. So this map is very spread out. I think combat mech should go there. The cannon mech here maybe, but if 2 enemies line up this way, I can't really push them. Let's see. Combat mech can move 3 tiles, so 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. So I think we'll put him there. The cannon mech we'll put there. Then artillery probably here. I don't really like this. We want artillery here. I think we want artillery here, because we can stand here and launch that way. Okay, again, we gotta rack up damage on this. That's not an issue. That's sort of an issue. That's also an issue. Okay. So this centipede leader launches a volatile mass of goo, applying acid. Acid is a status effect that makes you take double damage. He himself is not immune to acid, so I feel like eventually we're gonna coat him in acid, but how do we stop these threats? Can't even stand there because we get hit with acid. Or I could do this, kill that enemy. I can move my cannon mech there to get pulled and block. I can actually just kill that enemy. And then I could push the centipede leader into the way of the alpha. Like so. So now he'll take 3 damage from his own ally. Punch this. Block. Shoot. Okay, that's a very good first turn. We'll get some damage on the alpha. We got a kill. We're blocking. And the alpha's covered in acid. This all is looking very good so far. And only 2 more emerges. This attack I'm not too worried about. This turn's pretty straightforward, I feel. Move here. Oh, that only does 2 damage because we're not boosted anymore. That's fine. Shoot the leader. Shoot it again. Now the boss is dead. And we can push that to the mountain, killing it. like him hitting the corporate tower. Move here. Punch. Do this. Artillery leveled up. You got Finisher. Can't remember what that does. And do I kill the fire immunity? I think so. So I can do this, kill the fire immunity. And now he'll die to fire damage to start next turn. Oh yes, Finisher. I think it's like +3 move and boosted. Yeah, boost and +2 move on last turn. So I think we'll just do this. Save those 2 buildings. Might as well just shoot there, I guess. And then we can punch, get some XP on our combat mech. And there's the first island complete. Fully perfect. So here's our perfect island free reward. Brute class weapon. Brute would be my cannon mech. It's the ramming engines, deals 2 damage but hurts myself. Could get a pilot. Mech gains boosted on kill. Grid. I definitely want the pilot, I believe. The boost on kill is pretty good. I'll get that. So after this combat mech kills an enemy, it'll get boost, and that's kind of a, you know, forms a feedback loop. Let's go ahead and spend a reputation. We can go ahead and sell this pilot. We're not going to need him. Now we're up to 9 reputation. We could buy weapons, but honestly, kind of just want to buy 3 reactor cores. We can leave that island. So, what do we want to upgrade? Definitely thinking maybe move on the combat mech. Move on the artillery. Also just move on the cannon. Move is so powerful, like having that 1 additional tile. Now we pick our second island. This island has the explosive scion. This one has the spider scion. This one has the armor. I think we'll go explosive. This one can get tricky, but I have faith. This is a high threat mission. Defend the robots. The exploding scion is going to be pretty tricky. We'll come back to that one. Let's just do this basic mission. Here we have these ice mines, pretty useful. Enemies that are frozen just can't do anything for the rest of the round unless they get hit and freed. This enemy is very nasty. This is the Leaper. This webs your mech, so it's stunned. So you have to either move your mech or move the Leaper. But you can't move your mech, like another mech has to push it out. So I like to click on this and see its movement range. So if I put my melee mech here, it can't. I actually put it here, because if it leaps on that tile, it'll get frozen. Can put the ranged one here. Artillery here, maybe. This one's pretty simple, just less than 3 grid damage and coal plant. And we have a time pod. Okay, this is already looking bad. This is looking very bad. So, my cannon mech is stunned by the spider egg. And everything's explosive, so probably taking damage here no matter what. Okay. Don't think it's that bad, actually, because I can push this leaper, and it will hit the spiderling thing. Just push him out the way. So he will actually kill that, and that's explosive, so we don't want that. So we're actually gonna have to just kill that. And I'm going to move here and punch this. So this will lead to a grid damage because that is explosive, but I think it's worth it just to secure the time pod, kill the alpha, and this will actually kill the explosive sign in the process. So I think this is the best outcome. I probably missed another play there, but this will hatch into a spiderling, which is very annoying. Okay, he's frozen. That's good. Stun the combat mech. And hitting a building. Okay. Think we punch that. Move our cannon mech here. Or do we move it there, actually? Kind of like this, actually. Moving down here, shooting this hornet to hit the spider, and then just killing that little spider there. And this hornet will block for us, which is good. This spider enemy is really annoying because, like, it's so much action economy required, and it just froze itself. That's amazing. It's so much action economy required to actually kill that thing. So, 2 buildings are being hit here. This looks obvious, but pushing these enemies will actually free them from the ice. We do not want that at all costs. I think what I'll do is just... what do we do here? It's actually pretty tricky. Can actually... if we punch that... we can do that. Kill the hornet. But that frees the spider. I really don't want to free the spider. I think it has to be done, unfortunately. So we free that. Run up here and just punch. And we shoot this leaper again to block. Again, blocking on 2 turns. So we'll only have to deal with 3 Vec, and then the spider egg is going to stun, so this might get tricky. Stuns the combat mech. Stuns the cannon. Okay. It's fairly simple. Just shoot there. Shoot here. Punch here. And we're through. Alright. Yeah, maybe shouldn't have picked the region with this alpha spider. Get brute class weapon, dash in a line, pushing tiles away. Oh, we got the worst one, grid defense. So grid defense is just a chance to block grid damage. So it's not guaranteed. You would much rather have reactor core, move, health upgrades. Go ahead and put this brute class weapon on our thing just because it's free. I doubt I'll use it, but again, you never know. No reason not to. Now we have a power core. I'm wondering if 1 damage is better than a move. I think so. Because this will deal 3 damage with the boost. Man, these are really bad. This one... I don't know, man. Protect the cannon bot. Let's try it. I really want that reactor core. And everything's explosive. This might get tricky. So this one, these 2 mine bots will deploy. Freeze mines at least. So maybe the enemies will freeze themselves. Cannon mech might get stunned. But, I mean, there's no avoiding it, I don't think. Put my brute mech over there. Maybe they leap and try to get frozen. Oh. Okay, Alpha Spider frozen, that's amazing. Okay. This looks bad. I'm already contemplating just taking collateral damage here, taking a grid damage. Because this does eliminate 2 enemies. So I think it's enough tempo to make it worth it. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I think I'll move the artillery here. Push that out the way. And I think I'll shoot this. And that will kill the robot because it's explosive. Guess we push. Like how I said I wasn't going to use this, but I think I have to. I don't want to reset this early. Let's just do that. Protect the robots, keep the objective. Okay, he's hitting... stunning my cannon mech. The main issue is the fact that this Hornet explodes. I'm contemplating shooting here, which will kill that Leaper, free the explosive Scion from the ice. Then I can move my combat mech, punch the explosive. Now nothing's explosive. And I'll take another grid of collateral damage. And resisted it. Okay, perfect. I think that was the best path of action. Fortunately, we had to free the spider. I'm hoping one of them gets frozen here. Attacking the building. Attacking the building. Okay, this... I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one without taking damage. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to let this Scarab get its attack off. Again, losing grid. My mind immediately goes here to free Cannon Mech. Actually, I don't even have to free the Cannon Mech, because this can just shoot. No, that doesn't kill it, because it's not boosted anymore. What can this Cannon Mech even do? It could go here. I don't even know. Not sure. He can punch this and freeze that enemy, but this Cannon Mech is useless. I can't dash because that kills the robot. I could deal 2 to the spider and then punch. That just frees the spider, I guess, but it's 2 damage on it. And then this guy just has to push the Hornet out the way. So it's not looking good. So there's going to be another stun, another Spiderling egg. So we're going to have to hope for some freezes or something. We actually just got 2 resists in a row. What is that, 1 out of 49? Or no, 7%. What am I doing? Or whatever. I don't know. Okay. Hitting a building. Stuns my combat mech. Hitting building and robot. Okay. This is the biggest threat. I can push this down with the artillery mech. Cannon mech can just shoot. Artillery mech can push down. And then combat mech can just punch. Alright, we made it out somehow. Should have taken 3 grid damage, only took 1. That was very tricky, but we did it. Doesn't matter how we did it, we did it. This is unfair, so. Now, 1 reactor core, put it on the brute. This one is... I really don't like this one because there's a cannon bot that's going to deal damage to my buildings, but I have to protect it. I don't believe in myself to do perfect on that one. This one only gives grid though, I don't really care about that. But there's another 2 reputation here. I think we just risk it. Let's go. So yeah, this guy shoots a projectile that burns. We have a leaper here, so we want to avoid that at all costs. Let's deploy like this, see what happens. Cannon bot shooting there. Leaper is going for the building. Spider stuns my combat mech. Okay, this looks tricky. That kills. So that's 1 big threat, 2, 3. So I feel like we're taking damage no matter what. Oh, not necessarily. I can shoot this, kill the egg. Move my combat mech here. Just tank the laser shot. Kill the scarab. Kill that. Okay. No more are merging, so hopefully we'll be able to kill the spider next turn. And my cannon mech is full HP, so I'll still get the boost. Stunning my artillery. Okay, cannon bot is gonna hit the spider. Can do this to prevent that damage. I think we'll do that. I think we move here, because this we can block and kill. Oh, and there's a building back there. I always thought this was a mountain. Okay, never mind. I think we'll move here. Punch. No, that blocks the hit for the spider. Maybe move here, move here. If we shoot that. And then I have to repair this combat mech because he's on fire. And he's blocking, so he would take 2 damage. I'll pass. Not the best turn, but the alpha's on fire at least, so he'll start taking damage. And the explosive scion just spawned. That's not good. Artillery mech is stunned. Oh man. I feel like collateral damage is required. Because how am I gonna move? How am I gonna get that mantis off of my guy? I don't think I can. So I think we move here. That's explosive, so it would die. How do we get out of this one? I might have to take 2 grid damage here, because the only way I see to deal with this is to first kill the explosive, but then the robotics lab gets hit. I'm contemplating if we sacrifice this pilot. I mean, she has the finisher ability, which, I mean, I guess is good, but like, this is only 1 damage. I'm not worried about that. It's like, it's this that we're gonna have to move the cannon bot out of the way, but the explosives is gonna kill that. So there's no way. Because yeah, there's not enough action economy. I think they have to die. Because the combat mech, if I use it to kill the explosive scion, then what do I do about these 2? Like, I think the combat mech has to punch the cannon out of the way. Right? Or, hold on. Well, no, that's still thinking I could push the cannon mech over. Cannon mech would kill the scarab, but I still have to kill the explosive, or else the hacking facility takes damage. I think we'll do that. I think we'll sacrifice the artillery mech. We'll push this way. We'll kill the explosive. Yeah, I guess we'll just get a damage on the... Do we get damage on this instead? We'll get a damage on the thing. That pilot will die, but again, the goal is protecting the grid, not the pilots, but having the pilots alive would be good, so... Now we have to live a turn with only 2 mechs, so... I feel like the odds of perfect are not good here. Just 1 major threat. There's 2. Okay. So... I think I'm going to take another damage here, because I can push that mantis out of the way. I have literally no way of reaching 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way to reach that spider, so I think it's going to do damage. I think that's fine. Let's just push that out the way. And then we'll get a kill, get some XP. Okay. I mean, not the best, not the worst. We lost a pilot, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. He didn't have too good of an ability. You can still pilot a mech. I am an idiot. It was destroy the hacking facility. Oh my god, I forgot. Because if you destroy it, you get the cannon bot. Oh my god. I actually did that for like no reason, dude. I think we'll just do this one. Wow, I'm at... Oh. Why did I do that? Fine. This mission, the mechs have mites, so I have to spend a turn either taking damage or repairing or fire to get rid of them. Okay. Immediately I see this attack to kill those 2. And then move the cannon mech, kill that, kill that. Next turn there's only going to be 2 enemies, so I can probably knock some mites off, hopefully. Especially if he just hits the ice like that. 4 emerging enemies though. I'll just deal damage to that. I think I'll push him over to block and to not break that open. I'll stand here, I'll repair. Get the mites off of my combat mech. Okay, well I knew this was going to be hard because 3 enemies emerging. Immediately, can maybe do this to damage myself, knock off the mites, and free my cannon mech. This is very hard. Maybe do this. Because this frees my combat mech and pushes the Hornet. So that's like 2 actions in one, essentially. But I don't know. I might have to take damage here. I don't see a way out of this. We can do this. And then just kill that. So we'll take 1 grid damage. Oh, that's a push, though. I did not notice that ice enemy right there. Do we take 3 grid damage? Don't think so. I'm gonna use the reset. I feel like the mites is worrying me. Like, I could do this to get mites off the artillery. Or this gets mites off of everything. Then I have to take a lot of grid damage, but that might be the best. Can free my combat mech to kill that, and then just take the rest probably. So there's the mites gone. Then do we just punch there? I think so. Probably a better path here, but I don't see it. Again, we lose some grid, but it's fine. Stun the combat mech. Okay. I punch that. Just do that, and then we're good. Okay. Not the best either, but it is unfair after all. And it's boss time. Got the Starfish Leader. Okay, Alpha Leaper to start, not good, but can't really avoid it unless I just put everything over here. And we have the Spider. I should not have picked this island with the Leaper that can stun and the Spider that can stun. The action economy is just horrible. So Starfish Leader honestly isn't doing much. So he's hitting a building. He's hitting the tower, and that's it. So I'm thinking I need to free my combat mech, probably. Really just want to kill the explosive. I could artillery here, Then the starfish will kill the spider. And then do I just take the 2 grid? Is the question. Alright, I think that's what I'll do. I don't see another way to get out of this. Doing this, I'll take 3 on my tank, but getting rid of the explosive is so pivotal, I think, and killing the spider. So we'll do this. Shoot that. So that'll kill the spider. We'll block here. Punch that. So again, taking that, not ideal. But now we only have 4 enemies to worry about, and maybe we can rack up some damage on the boss. Hitting a building, hitting me, that's fine. Also hitting a building. Okay. An idea I had is we could just put these 2 next to each other, both hit, and that would kill the boss. Then we'd have the issue of, you know, what to do here. Could just move the mantis out of the way, only take 1 grid damage. We could just kill the spider actually, same result. Thinking I'll just do that. Just go ahead and kill the boss. Kill the spider. Go ahead and take the grid damage here. And then we have 5 Vex to deal with. Another leaper, it's unfortunate. Stuns my combat mech. He's hitting buildings. That's no issue. That's an issue though. Also stuns my combat mech. This might get hairy. Alright, I think I can do this to move those 2 out the way. Cannon mech here, kill that enemy. Then I can use my combat mech to kill that leaper. Now we need 1 more turn. It's a hornet. Stun the cannon mech. Hitting buildings. Hitting the tower. Hitting buildings. Okay. So again, there's 4 things here. I only have 3 mechs, so I don't know if there's a way out of this one without taking damage. Yeah, I think I'll just take the 1. We can kill that, and then just push that out of the way. And then we'll take the 1. We'll be out of here with 2 grid. Region secured. It's not perfect, obviously, so we don't get the bonus. Brute class weapon, science class, causing ability to damage and push additional tile. I think we'll just get 2 reactor cores, and we'll leave. Now you'll notice there's the volcanic hive. That's our final area we need to go to. Now, right now the run's struggling, but it is easiest to do the volcanic hive after 2 islands. I think what I might do is get +2 damage on the artillery. It's not going to be able to move a lot though, is the problem. But it's better than, I think it's better than whatever I can get, so I doubt I'm going to be able to succeed, but we'll try. Try to do the final mission here. Okay, there's a scorpion which stuns, so don't want to be near that thing. Alright, so you're attacking building, you're attacking buildings. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So... I think what I can do is shoot this. Kind of clears out a lot of these rocks. And pushes this enemy in the way of here. I mean, I'm taking grid damage no matter what, but I'm thinking this will possibly minimize the amount I take. So then these guys will start hitting each other. Or dash. Protect that building. You have to reset here, I think. I was playing this turn as if this dealt 3 damage, but he's not boosted yet. So we might have just lost on the first turn of the final area. So yeah, I don't really see... I need to like maybe this tile is dying no matter what. So maybe I should just push this alpha beetle here. But then how do I get this scorpion out of the way? Like, I don't see... You know, I don't see... Could do that. That gets the beetle out the way, but then the scorpion is still there. So I'm not sure there's an out here. Thinking maybe if I do what I did earlier. So that is the sacrificial tile. Punch mech can punch that way, and we dash, maybe? So we do this and dash. And then punch this way, so that way we're still living, but I don't think we're gonna win after this, but we'll see. Have to be the most clutch performance of all time. So they'll hit each other, which is good. Get them nice and low. And we'll block. So there's not going to be any new monsters spawning. And there's 2 grid. Okay. Hitting a building, hitting a building, hitting a building, stunning. That's fine, because the volcano will kill that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Immediately, maybe this. 'Cause this guy, probably all he can do is punch and kill that enemy. Or we could do that, kill the blobber, and that in the process. 1, 2, 3. Also notice we could dash. This looks really good. If we dash, it frees me from the stun. The alpha will die to the volcano, and this scarab will block. So we block, we avoid the stun, and then that frees up this mech to do this. I think that's the play. Do that. So that's dying. That's blocking. Shoot here. Kill the blobber, kill the thing. Now where does this go? I guess it doesn't really matter. Just stand here, repair. Okay, we're getting somewhere. There is a second phase to this, so even if we live this phase, we still gotta get to the next phase, which is really hard. Okay, more lava. Hitting a building. Stunning me. Hitting some buildings. Okay, so a punch here kills both of them. Also do this though, block with the enemy. I think I'll do that. So now that's blocking. Can stand here and block. Can stand here. Ooh, do I want to lose my boost though? Not really, but no, it's worth it. It has to be worth it. Stand here, block. Stand here, shoot. You can punch the air, buddy. Okay. Cannon mech is not boosted, which is not good. Maybe we can get away with repair, because there's only going to be 3 enemies. And this guy probably can only go here. Attacking me. And attacking me again. Okay, that's pretty good. So we can just kill. Get level up. Skilled, that's pretty good. Can go ahead and repair my mech. And let's just move out the way. Okay, we survived the first phase, but only with 2 grid health, which is basically nothing. Because all these enemies do so much damage that they're gonna kill in one shot. So let's go to the second phase. See, there's a lot of enemies here. We actually full heal, I did not know that, so boost it again. We're really gonna have to use the environment to our advantage. Use the insta-kill squares. So our main objective is to defend this bomb, which will nuke the hive. But we also need to defend the grid, because we're only on 2 grid. There's 3 enemies, 4 enemies, 5 enemies, 6 enemies all attacking buildings, so yeah, I don't think there's a way I'm gonna be able to finagle my way out of this one. Yeah, after I've looked at this, there's no way. Like, the action economy, there's no way I'm gonna be able to beat this. I mean, there's too many attacks, so I think we'll go in glory. We'll kill that enemy there, and we'll just, you know, we'll kill that one right there, and we'll just call it a day. Lost power. So again, it's pretty difficult. It is unfair, which obviously by the name, the devs did not intend it to be fair. I want 3 grid defense skilled. Mech is boosted. I think we'll take the boost again just to keep her. Alright, so that was unfair Into the Breach.